Meteorologist Matthew East here with you for this May 5th Cinco de Mayo edition of the Carolina weather video here. And a lot of interesting things to get into as we go through the course of this video. First thing, I forgot to mention it yesterday, and this was yesterday was the third anniversary of the tragic Greensburg, Kansas F5 tornado, and that's just one of the many devastating scenes back a few years ago with the Greensburg, Kansas tornado. And of course that's been a constant rebuilding effort for that town that was essentially wiped off the map with that powerful F5 tornado. And of course all the cleanup continues now with amazing flooding that's been taking shape, especially around Tennessee. Just amazing images and tragic images continuing to roll in with that situation. Now in terms of new damage, this was a look at the severe weather reports from yesterday, the 4th of May, and pretty good clustering of severe weather reports. In fact, 75 or so severe weather reports around the New England states, some around parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin, and one wind damage report down in southern Georgia as well. Things are relatively quiet now, no active severe weather watches or warnings. Now, I did want to point this out, though. This is interesting. Some winter weather up here in the northern plains states. In fact, up here in parts of Montana, in the elevations above about 3,500 feet, they're going to get 1 to 2 feet of snow with this current storm system. So big-time winter storm up there. And there's another cold front that's continuing to plow through parts of the Great Lakes and the Plains States, right around that region. That'll get here into the Carolinas tomorrow. But relatively docile by the time it does arrive. Now, this is the satellite imagery this morning. You can pick up, first of all, the front that cleared off the coast yesterday. That's continuing to advance away from us. There's your low pressure and the cold front associated with that next storm system that'll be moving our way. Out ahead of that next cold front, a lot of warmth, and we're going to push the 80s today, and I think many of us could touch 90 tomorrow and Friday afternoon. So let's get into the weather map today. This is this afternoon off the GFS, the precip 2 to 8 p.m. And notice along that front some showers, some storms. There's where the day one convective outlook is, parts of Ohio, Indiana, and extreme southeastern Michigan. Tomorrow that front drops southward. The GFS is completely dry. The NAM does print out a little bit of precip across the Piedmont zones of the Carolinas as we get into Thursday late in the afternoon. I think the chances rather limited, but there you can see that general thunderstorm outlook from the SPC. The convective outlook in terms of severe weather, the slight risk, you're looking at parts of Kansas and northern Missouri primarily late tomorrow. Then we go out to Friday. Here comes the next, I had a little audio issue there. Here comes the next cold front dropping down, and going to be looking at Friday. That front's at 8 in the evening, centered roughly right in that area. And that front will then continue to advance eastward. There's the Friday severe weather outlook, and it's the Ohio Valley and the parts of the New England states that have the severe weather risk Friday. We'll have, again, a lot of warmth. We're probably going to push 90 for high tomorrow and Friday. And then that front drops through our region as we get into the day Saturday. For the I-85 corridor, it's probably Saturday morning the front moves through. Can't rule out an isolated shower or storm either late tomorrow and with the front early Saturday, but it's just with both fronts, the chance of rain is very limited. And what we'll see Saturday is a breezy day as we have that cooler, drier air really getting siphoned in here around this low and this high. That'll really push this northwesterly flow in here. So probably a pretty breezy day Saturday. The high is close to 80 or so, and then by Mother's Day here, this is Mother's Day, we're looking at probably low 70s at best for highs after starting off the day Sunday, in the 40s for lows, and it looks like 40s again for lows Monday. Now this is the GFS on Monday, and it brings a warm front through. It kind of goes nuts with the amount of rain along that front. The European is dry. I've left Monday dry, but just keep in mind the GFS does print out some precip Monday with that warm front, and it's a little quicker than the European as well with the progression of that warm front. So we'll see how early next week unfolds. A little bit of uncertainty there. All right, that's it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great Wednesday here on this Cinco de Mayo, and God bless.